Hi boys and girls, today I'm going to read you the story of the tiny seed. The author and illustrator is Eric Carle. We've read many of his stories, Brown Bear, Polar Bear, Polar Bear, The Grouchy Ladybug, Have You Seen My Cat? All of those books are the same author. He's definitely one of our favorites. So I hope you enjoy The Tiny Seed. It is fall. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And I wonder where they're all going. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. But the seed still manages to keep up. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry in the desert, and the seed isn't able to grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it up with the others. Finally, the wind stops, and the seed falls gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats a seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is too small, and the bird doesn't notice it. Now it is winter. After the long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they're going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch, but the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. Now it is spring, like it is here for us. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is feeling like spring. Birds are flying, the sun shines, rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full, they start to burst open a little. Now they're not seeds anymore, they're plants. First they send roots down into the earth, and you can see the roots are growing down into the soil and the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It's a weed. It takes the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small plants, and that plant isn't able to survive. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it does start to grow a plant. The warm weather. It also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun and springtime. One child doesn't see it. He doesn't see the plants as he runs along, and whoops, he breaks one. It can't grow anymore. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. The tiny plant has 3 leaves on it, but the other plant now has 7. And look, a bud, and now a flower. What is happening? First their footsteps, then a shadow looms over them, then a hand reaches down and breaks the flower. Ah, it was a boy. He had picked the flower for a friend. Now it's summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. Wow. It grows on and it doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it, which of course is what it needs. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller, taller than the people, taller than the trees, taller than the houses, and now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It's the tallest flower they have ever seen. It's amazing. They call it a giant flower. It's beautiful. All summer long, the birds, the bees, and the butterflies, they visit. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is fall again after summer. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some of the petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals now. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, it shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. And I bet these seeds will eventually fall, find a place where they will grow in some soil. And today, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed it. And today for your activity, you were working on making a seed yesterday and in some soil, and that seed's beginning to grow some roots. So today you can make your picture where the seed was able to grow roots. Roots are the things that grow under the soil and the dirt, and they help keep our plant in place, and they help feed and nourish it as well.